Kash, qurt, qurut, jamit, chortan. Aaruul is a range of dairy products used in cuisines of Iranian, Turkish, Mongolian, Central Asian, Transcaucasian, and the Levantine peoples. Kash is made from drained yogurt or drained sour milk by forming it and letting it dry. It can be made in a variety of forms, including rolled into balls, sliced into strips, and formed into chunks. There are three main kinds of food products with this name: foods based on curdled milk products like yogurt or cheese, foods based on barley, broth, bread, or flour, and foods based on cereals combined with curdled milk. Uses: Kash is a sort of gruel or fresh cheese. It is eaten plain, but can be used other ways. For example, it can be dissolved in water and eaten like yogurt. In western parts of Azerbaijan, it's customary to dissolve qurut in water by hand and use the sauce with zengul, the traditional Azerbaijani lasagna-type dish. Qurut dissolved in water is a primary ingredient of qurut, a traditional Persian dish in Tajik, Afghan and Iranian cuisine, and thought of by some as the national dish of Tajikistan. One of the main dishes in Afghanistan is khichdi qurut, made with mung beans, rice and qurut dissolved in water. It is sometimes salted, and in Inner Mongolia can be flavored and distributed as candy. History: chortan is mentioned in the Armenian epic poem dry.It as an oral tradition dating from 8th century, which was first put into written form in 1873. Chor means dry in the Armenian language. Kash is also mentioned in the 10th century Persian book of poetry Shahnameh, which indicates that the kish is prepared through a drying process. Qurut means dried in Turkish languages. Iran. In modern Iran, kash is a thick whitish liquid similar to whey or sour cream, used in traditional Persian and Kurdish cuisine, like ash rishta, kashi badamjan, galjush. It is available as a liquid or in a dried form, which needs to be soaked and softened before it can be used in cooking. Kash was traditionally produced from the leftovers of cheese making. The procedure is subtracting butter from milk. The remainder is doogh, which can be used as the base for kash. The water is subtracted from this whitish beverage and what remains is kash, which can be dried. Iranian kash has made an appearance in U.S. markets in the past half-century by several Iranian grocers, starting with Kash Hendasi. Turkey. In Turkey, kash is a dried yogurt product also known as kespaniri, qurut, taz yogurt, uru yogurt, or katik kesi. Its contents and production vary by region. In western and northern Turkey, especially in Bolu, the product is categorized as a cheese owing to its shape and white color. In eastern Turkey, especially Erzincan, Erzurum, and Kars, qurut is produced from skimmed yogurt made from the whey left over from production of butter by the yayık method, and then crushed to roll. In parts of southeastern Turkey with a significant Kurdish population, it is called kishk. All versions of this dairy product are salty. It is used as an ingredient in soups, keskuk, arist, etc. There is also a closely related dried food product called tarhana, which is based on a fermented mixture of grain and yogurt or fermented milk. It is very similar to kish of the Levantine cuisine described below. Levant. In Lebanon, Palestine, and Syria, kish is a powdery cereal of burghul fermented with milk and laban, usually from goat milk. It is easily stored and is valuable to the winter diet of isolated villages or country people. Kish is prepared in early autumn following the preparation of burghul. Milk, laban and burghul are mixed well together and allowed to ferment for 9 days. Each morning the mixture is thoroughly kneaded with the hands. When fermentation is complete, the kish is spread on a clean cloth to dry. Finally, it is rubbed well between the hands until it is reduced to a powder and then stored in a dry place. In Jordan, a dried yogurt similar to kashk called jamid is commonly used. Elsewhere in the Levant, similar products are referred to as drained labna. Bibliography. Karabulat Hayalogluaa Yildirim H. Thin layer drying characteristics of qurut, a Turkish dry dairy byproduct. In J. Food Site Egnil, 42, 1080–1086. François Orbal Salanave al-Kish, the past and present of a complex culinary practice, in Sami Zubaida and Richard Tapper, A Taste of Time, Culinary Cultures of the Middle East, London and New York, 1994 and 2000, ISBN 1860646034, Lu W.J., Sun Z.H. Zhang Y.B. Zhang C.L., Mengabilish Zhang M. Sun T.S., Bao Q.H., Chen W. Zhang H.P. A survey of the bacterial composition of qurut from Tibet using a culture-independent approach. J. Dairy Sci. 2012 Mart 95, 1064–72. DOI 10.3168 JDS 2010 to 4119.